Yes, people, Leverafile, deadline day, 6.7k subs. We're here with the big news today. Enzo Fernandez news has just broke. If you've just seen it, we've got the here we go from Fabrizio. Chelsea look like they've got their man 105 million, but most importantly, 105 million means you need to smash the like button. You need to subscribe if you're new, because we've got the whole panel locked in, and we've also got a special guest coming from the Chelsea side as well, guys. So make sure you like the video, subscribe. Full panel, me, Daps, Mo, Cass. You know what it is.
That man's doing up flipping. I can't feel my face doing up the weekend vibes. So it's like earlier on, yeah. Man's like, Cass, I can't feel my face. I'm like, Enzo. I'm like, oh, allow it, man. Allow it. Don't even want to hear that. We got some bits.
So what was it? 105 in the end, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 105, man. Straight up, they're paying them a big upfront fee.
120.
Yes, they're going to pay a big upfront fee, but it's 105 million euros, and then they're going to pay 2 installments, I believe. So they've just given a big upfront fee, and Rui Costa in the last minute has said yes with an hour to go. So people, the Enzo news is here. Sabitzer's coming to wear red. We've got Pedro Porro wearing white. It's all happening. It's all happening, man. But yeah, what are we saying, man? Them big chat. Do you know what? For once, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. This, yeah, we'll get through some comments in a minute, yeah, but I'm just going to load up my iPad. But this, for me, actually feels for the first time like a proper deadline day on a January. I feel like it's normally quiet, but...
It usually is quiet. I think this is not like the biggest... I think this is the biggest January I've ever seen. Like, from
Chelsea alone, bro. Chelsea have made it the biggest fucking...
No, I'm talking about from every club. From every club.
Wait. Ty, do you know that Chelsea outspent all the big leagues together? All the big 5 leagues together. Like,
what's their total spending? What's the 105 million for Enzo? Then it'll be like 80 million for what? Mudryk, Badiashile 35,
and 12 for the forward.
Madueke,
Fofana as well.
Fofana. Oh my god! Nah, Chelsea.
You know the mad thing, Ty. If did they pay 105 up front for Gallagher? I mean, sorry, for Enzo.
It won't be up front. It'll be like probably 70 up front.
So earlier on, I was hearing, that they were trying to get Gallagher, the Gallagher deal, if he went, they were trying to get that up front, right? And the way that they were structuring all of their signings, that if they got the Gallagher up front, they would have made a profit this transfer window.
Wow, they're so clever with the way they've done these contracts and these rules. Ted Bowley's covered this NFL platform.
But UEFA's coming for them, Ty. You know that, right?
UEFA
is coming for them.
They won't.
No. They're changing the way contracts are structured.
They fucked it for everyone. They won't come for Chelsea. They fucked it for everyone.
No. Yeah, they're gonna prevent teams from signing more than 4-year contracts.
Chelsea have already got their contract, so they've locked him in. So it's going to fuck everyone else.
So what he's saying is Chelsea, they can't come to Chelsea. Chelsea have broke no rules, right? Chelsea have just found a loophole. But because Chelsea, everyone's seen this loophole and slyly done it, yeah? But these man have literally going, here's a loophole. So now UEFA are like, we're going to have to shut the loophole. But no, I can't see UEFA ever coming for anyone. Like, City pulled their pants down. They're scared of going. Bro, UEFA can't go against fucking... These people owning clubs, bro. These people owning clubs are more powerful than UEFA. Like City have shown them, we will turn up with more lawyers than you and fuck you over. So UEFA don't want that. They're too corrupt to be doing that, bro.
UEFA need these big clubs. Look at the Super League. They did not want us to go, because if we go, us lot go, then their ship goes. They don't want to Sporting Lisbon in a final, do they? No one's gonna watch it. So let's be real, man. But yeah, let's talk about it. Let me know when Gooni's here as well, by the way.
Yeah.
What's your beef with Sporting Lisbon?
Oh, I just thought of a club that's just there.
You went with Sporting Lisbon. You could have said Tottenham.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, because they weren't getting the Super League. So I think you're right there, Daps. Big up everyone in the comments. Already 50 inside. Make sure you smash a like. Make sure you let us know any transfers you want to discuss outside the big ones we do look at today. Just gonna get through.
I want to know all of them. There must be more. Like I know the big ones, but I want to know all of them.
Bro. Yeah.
Doherty went to Atletico Madrid. If you didn't know that, that's Doherty. Doherty went to Atletico Madrid. That's an absolutely ridiculous deal.
What makes Atletico think, oh no, let's go and get Doherty?
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. Do you know what I thought? Do you know what the only thing I thought? Trippier 2.0. They're just trying to Trippier flex.
Yeah, he's not Trippier though, is he? Let's be real.
Nah.
This is a very strange signing as well. From Atletico Madrid, Felipe, the Brazilian center back, went to Forest just now.
Yeah.
Forest, man, they don't play, did they? What did they get? Did they get Navas in the end, or?
Yeah, they're getting Navas, verbal agreement. He's probably going to do his
weird, because Henderson isn't out for that long. So, look, Navas is going to be P. His wage is going to be mad.
Yeah, but
who's going to be the number one there now? Then?
But what are they going to say? Sorry, Henderson, who's actually been all right this season. Like,
well, yeah,
I think sorry, Henderson. Sorry, Henderson. Sit on the bench after
Henderson's
you wanted to
want to be on the bench at United again. He's going to want back.
He's better. Yeah, I can't lie. He's better, man. Like,
yeah,
Navas is better.
Who's better
in every area than Henderson?
It's a weird signing, man. It's a very weird signing.
Look where they are. They just got Felipe. They got Keylor Navas now. Yeah, so it's like they want to stay up in the Prem. They want to build something. If they can keep that team together for next season, and then Keylor Navas.
That when they bought 19 fucking players.
Well, that's because they sold about 20. They sold about 20 players.
It's actually mad for us. They need to stay up. The amount of money,
but if they do a QP, like don't do a QPR and don't go down and they stay up, which is looking kind of likely at the moment. Like, do you know what I mean?
You're right.
It's going to be an actual serious team for next season if they can keep together.
And I think, Cass, as well, if I'm right, when you sign loads of players, like when you're a newly promoted team, there'll be a clause that if they get relegated, all their wages will come down anyway, which means they can just get sold for cheap.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I think it is.
Exactly. There's other deals. Pedro Porro obviously completed the Spurs medical. We've got Jed Spence has gone to France. We'll definitely talk about that. And if that's what can he do for his career?
That makes us, again, we've come out of another transfer window with a net spend plus. Spent 8 million, received 12 million. Thank you very much.
Daps had to get the little plus in there. I like that.
Bro, what else can I talk about?
It's true. But at least you can actually come on and actually not even feel like you have to talk City.
Oh, bro, come on. Of course we're going to fucking talk about Cancelo.
No, we will with Cancelo, but you know what I mean. You actually, it's kind of nice that you're like, right, you know what? All these other teams are putting pressure on themselves. Like with Sabitzer coming in, it's like, oh, look, Enzo now. Like everyone's going to be talking about that. I think it kind of...
Oh, the Enzo team just took anything that happened. The Enzo team's just taken that like fully. And sorry, and I believe anyone that signed, you can't be Champions League Cup tied. Is that right?
I think so.
Right. I think they changed.
Is that again? Say that again.
You can't be Champions League Cup tied.
What does that mean?
So you can still play in the Champions League for Chelsea now.
Yes, that rule changed 3 years ago. Yes, if you play Champions League in the group stage,
that's very relevant to Chelsea. That because we were saying earlier, someone said I expect them to go a long way in the Champions League, and I said you can't because if you think Mudryk, Enzo, and
Felix
are all cup tied, but they're not. So
they're not.
Yes. Yeah. By the way, just to throw it out there, the people. I'm not even going to try and defend Grealish here. You people that said about Grealish, British record transfer, that's just gone. That's just gone. I just thought it.
Grealish is all of a sudden.
I want to see the same energy that we saw for Grealish, for Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, this is I'm not going to get pressured in, but
hold on. As a channel, let's come to an agreement right now with us four before our guest joins us. Let's come to an agreement, because obviously I get why. Yeah, Liverpool fans, you lot fucked it up for everyone, right? When you started doing the Núñez-Haaland comparison after one game, right? Everyone's now like, fuck it. No one gets no landing time no more. And I don't agree with it personally, right? I think people should be. How long are we giving Enzo? Let's be real. How long are we? We're not expecting him to come in and instantly be, or are we? How long are we giving him?
The full next season for me.
And I know Cass isn't. I know Cass isn't giving him no time.
No, he needs to. I can't lie. I need to see Saturn in the next 6 months.
Exactly. I agree.
I was screaming. I thought you might want
when you're signed for 100 million, when you're signed for 100 million, I'm not talking about Grealish, like Enzo, and when you're coming to a club that is already in the slump, like Chelsea, at least I'm not saying he's the reason that they should get top 4 or top 6, but at least as Cass says, we should see signs, good signs. That means he comes in, changes the way, like Casemiro went to Real Madrid. What did he do?
I was going to say. Like Bruno Gomes,
change the way they play. Doesn't mean that Real Madrid, doesn't mean that Manchester United are going to win the league this year. But you see the signs. That's what I want to see.
Oh, do you know what the thing is? The one thing I'm very confident he will bring, is instantly you will see the mentality of that team lift straight away.
Well, I expect so after 600 million spent in the whole year.
That's mad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they've basically got a new centre back. They've got a new wing back. They've basically got a new midfield in terms of Enzo coming in. They've got Mudryk, who's a winger. So, like, when you think about the defense, midfield, attack, and you break it down, they've actually got a new player in every single
And
department.
it's the injuries
so-
coming back, Ty. The injuries are coming back at the right time as
yeah,
well.
Reece
Listen,
James.
I'll be honest, Chelsea fans, the one thing I'd say to Chelsea fans is they've been very negative on Potter, right? And really and truly, this is Potter's first transfer window, yeah? And let's be clear, this is Potter's recruitment team as well, right? So it is his recruitment team. So people, already you're gunning, well, if Potter doesn't get us, whoa, give him a chance, right? Give Potter a bit of time with these players now, because it's an exciting time to be a Chelsea fan. Like, they've gone, even if they might go again in the summer.
They will. I think they're getting a striker. I think they're going to go big.
Who, though? Who?
Yeah. Vlahovic?
Maybe.
in the summer.
Maybe.
Chelsea.
They like a little Serbian. Who was it years ago? Matthias Kezman? Remember when they signed Kezman?
I said Kezman,
That
you know.
sounded so seedy the way you said that. They like a little Serbia.
Yeah, they do.
They have Eastern European
I
influence,
think in
innit?
the summer it will be Man United.
Not anymore,
over
Tough. Not
Vlahovic.
anymore, Cass.
No. We're not getting Vlahovic. We're going bigger than that, mate.
Nah, yeah, I
You
don't
can't
want
go bigger
that.
than the
I know
strikers
you're
we've got,
talking about. I know you're talking about. But we're not here to talk about the summer. But I know
No,
you're
we're not,
targeting,
we're not.
Cass.
Nah. I want Osman.
Nah, do you know what though, Cass? I want to ask you. Yeah, because obviously people in the comments let us know as well. If you could do a poll, Cass, like it's 105 million. Do it like a poll. Is it overrated? Is that overpriced? Like,
Everyone said it's overpriced earlier. I can't lie.
Yeah,
But
because
everyone
it
knows it's
is.
overpriced. It's January tax and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They all know, innit? Big up everyone that's actually in here as well, man.
But okay, there's my question for you then, because I was going to say to you, they're doing well in the Champions League, and Mo knows because he's been following that group where they drew a PSG twice. If they had gone further in the Champions League, which we don't know yet, but if they go quite far and he plays well, do you think even obviously his price can't go up because his clause, but his reputation, everything goes up anyway? So do you think Chelsea sign him at the right time before others come in for him in the summer? Yeah.
Well, it was
Because-
yeah, listen, I even think with the right back that they got, yeah, the fact that they've loaned him back out, because I was thinking they're getting a right back so that they can slowly bring Reece James back in, yeah, but they haven't. They've loaned him straight out. So ultimately, that one was very clear. They don't want you, man, getting that right back.
Yeah. And I think the Chelsea with the Enzo deal, Daps, is the same. They don't want all these other clubs like Real Madrid coming in the summer if they know they can get it done now. They were like, pay it now.
The fact is, yeah, you know at the moment, yeah, that if we're talking like the 6/8 role, you've got Arsenal have already said Arsenal are circling and will be circling in the summer. Liverpool are, City are. Maybe the one that actually aren't at the moment too tough is you, man. Yeah. Real Madrid will be. PSG just always are in the market for anyone. Bayern probably will. So they know that, like, and today, for example, they knew the way Brighton were playing it with Caicedo. So they're like, well, if that's a player that hasn't won a World Cup, then this is what we want for a player that has won the World Cup. It's that simple. So yeah, I think they've, and also the fact is they know UEFA are going to fucking clock onto this little loophole. So I get it. Look, for the first time, we can say when Bowley first came in and with under Tuchel and the way they got rid of Tuchel, we didn't really know what he was up to. But now we're looking at the team and all of a sudden it's like that.
Yeah,
and
next season.
Let's go back to what we said. On paper, their defense is very balanced.
Yep, it's true. And you know, when I think about it, they're only 10 points off top four. I'm not saying they could get top four, but I expect them to close the gap with the players they've got.
You nervous?
Mo,
You nervous?
Nah, I'm not. I believe in our manager. Do you know what? Do you know what, Daps? You'll know this. When you have a manager you believe in, you're not nervous about anything because you believe they find a way. Yeah. Mo, I want to ask you tactically a question though about this. Because Jorginho has left Chelsea, right? And we know he's like a register, Michael Carrick, Rodri. He sits in front of the back four, controls the game and stuff like that. And Kante doesn't do that no more. He's very injury prone. He's up and down anyway. Zakaria is a road runner in there. Kovacic is a box-to-box sort of transition player. Enzo Fernandez, for me, is actually not a number 6. So what do they do? What does Potter do to make this work? I'm intrigued to see what you think tactically, because I think you can sign a player, but how does it work?
We have seen in the World Cup that Enzo Fernandez, when he stepped in for Paredes, if you remember, Paredes played the first 2 games, and then Enzo came and played the last man in the defense with Rodrigo de Paul fighting like the fight. And I think that Enzo Fernandez will turn into a defensive midfielder for them. He will control the game for them.
Interesting.
For them to let Jorginho go, it's a sign that, you know what, we'll bring this man energy next to Kovacic and Zakaria in the middle. And it's just going to be Enzo Fernandez. Because me and Daps, we were doing watch-alongs for Argentina. And he's like, this guy is really controlling the game, Enzo Fernandez. Because De Paul was the one who's putting in the fight It was not Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez was the guy in the middle who was passing around.
Why don't we go back and look at how Brighton play under Potter? Who played in the 6th role there?
Bissouma.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. Are you really putting Bissouma right? So the way I look at 6s, yeah, there are 6s like Nigel De Jong is the perfect example. Is that proper DM? That's what he does. Just DM.
Yeah, Fabinho, De Jong. Yeah.
Bissouma is not a Nigel De Jong.
De Jong was average.
Huh?
He was average, really, if I'm being honest.
Who?
De Jong.
No, but we're not talking about rating players, bro. We're talking about the style of play. Like, he was an out-and-out DM, yeah? Bissouma is not that style of play. So could Enzo do a Bissouma role?
Could Enzo do a Bissouma?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I think I would compare Enzo.
That's what Potter's looking for, right?
Cass and Ty. Let me ask. I think I compare Enzo to Casemiro in terms of like he has the dog in him, but also he can play passes left and right. He can attack. But again, Casemiro was playing next to Modric and Toni Kroos. He didn't have to do that. But at Man United, you see Casemiro attacking. You see Casemiro providing width sometimes, helping people passing the ball around. But nobody knew this about him because he didn't have to do it. But when Enzo Fernandez was called into the Argentinian team to lead that midfield, he did it. Maybe at Benfica, he didn't have to do it. They had someone who was doing the dog work in the middle, and he was just going
Florentino Luis. Yeah,
exactly. So maybe he will do the same job as Casemiro.
And do you know why it's interesting? Because this is where Chelsea probably do. Like I've always said, Chelsea. What I think Bowley is trying to do is Chelsea have won everything playing efficient, boring football, right?
Yeah.
So as a business, as a brand, he needs to take the brand to another level, which probably means play better football, right? So he don't want to sit and play like loads of men behind the ball. He wants to play football more like the way City, United, Arsenal,
he does.
Liverpool.
They want fans to come in and enjoy it. Yeah.
So he needs an Enzo. He don't want another guy to just sit there like Matic.
Do you know?
right?
Do you not think? Do you think then if? Because I'm thinking of Brighton when Bassim was there. Sometimes played as a lone midfielder, but then sometimes they played a 4-2-3-1. Do you think he could play Enzo in a pivot and then sort of change the formation in midfield to make it suit and get the best out of the midfield? Because I don't think Enzo and Kovacic in a pivot.
No, that won't work. Not in the Prem. That don't work.
I don't think
because I don't see Cass. The same thing. I don't see Enzo doing the defensive work on his ones.
No, I'd probably barge both of them myself. They're lightweight, man. It's just like
that's what I'm saying.
Nah,
I can't see Enzo as a DM.
Nah, but no, Enzo's not a DM, man. Whoever thinks Enzo's a DM.
No, but this is what Mo's saying. He thinks he'll play DM.
He's not a DM, Cass, but he played the DM for Argentina. That
why don't no one ever get here? No one ever understands, international ball is not club football, bruv. Like flipping hell, fam. How much
but I don't understand.
Pogba plays serious for France, but when it comes to international ball, he plays a different role.
I'm gonna give you a simple example.
Mo, actually, you know what, Mo? I think I've had enough of you and your talk about certain players. I'm gonna give you a
simple example.
I don't want to hear your simple. I don't want to hear your examples.
No.
Your examples are just
you're gonna hear it, and the people who understand football are gonna understand.
No, they're not, because you're gonna get muted. Anyways. So yeah, anyone that wants to talk about Mo, I've had enough of listening to Mo and his shit opinions last couple of days. Jack Grealish, fucking Harvey Barnes, all that bullshit. So yeah, man, he's not a 6. In international ball, he's a 6. Yeah, he's an 8. He'll be a ball playing midfielder. Zakari will play behind him, and Kovacic will play maybe with him, if not a Mason Mount or someone like that. You don't worry.
Let me know when I'm muted, and I'm gonna give you an example at your club. Let me know when I'm muted.
No, I don't need you. I don't need you.
Oh, you're not muted. That. Wait until you're unmuted, and then all of a sudden catch him by surprise. Don't tell him what you're going to do.
Christian Eriksen was turned from a number 10. Christian Eriksen was turned from a number 10 to a regista by Antonio Conte, and it succeeded in Inter, and Inter won.
How did I know you're going to bring up fucking Conte?
Oh yeah. Christian, let me give you another one.
Wait.
Christian Eriksen was a number 10 for Denmark in the World Cup, but for Man United, he's a 6 and an 8. What now?
And that tells me that players can exchange between internationals and club level. Christian Eriksen for you plays next to Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes, your number 10. That means a player can switch role based on the manager's abilities. The manager can fix players and makes them play in a different position. Why you're assuming? Why did they sell Jorginho then? Who's the regista for that club?
Mo, I might not disagree and say that, players can't change. They're professional footballers. They should be able to do that. For me, that should be coming natural. If you want to play left and you have to go central for a bit, you should be able to do that. You're a professional footballer. But why would you sign, for me, a player for 105 million to not use his full qualities? I think if you stick Enzo Fernandez in the DM role, Are you getting the best out of him for 105 million? That's my question to you then.
Maybe Graham Porro, his scouting thought that he can do the job. That's why they
That's
flew
some
Jorginho.
bullshit,
you know,
man.
you're not
Let me
convinced yourself.
ask you something. You give me one good reason. If they are doing what you're just saying, how did they let Jorginho go? Who's the register at that club?
What
Who's
do you
the
mean
guy
the
that's gonna dictate the play?
What do you mean dictate?
in front
Not
of
in
the
a
team?
6. They're not going to do it in a 6, though, are they? From that they got destroyed. They
Who's
got
gonna
destroyed.
do
They
it,
got
Kev?
destroyer there.
So they won't have anybody to play. So
I
Graham Porro,
think he's going to have
who
to
his
come.
whole philosophy,
I
his
think
whole
it's-
philosophy is to pass the ball around and play
Yeah,
ball
but
position.
I don't.
He's not gonna play someone to dictate the game.
I think he's going to have his.
that what you're
I think he's going to have his destroyer there because I think he realized you can't do what you done at Brighton at flipping whatever it's called, Chelsea. I'm not paying 105 million for a damn DM. Bun that. He's going as a, for me, he's going to be doing an 8. He's going to do the Modric role
Yeah, I
more
think
time,
so
in
as
my
well.
opinion, and have his and do it like that because that's the way you have to be in a top team. I think he'll be used as a DM when needed, but ultimately, it's in a new season for me. In a new season, next season, if we're going off of that,
that's the key.
he's not going as a
That is the
DM.
key.
There's
You
no
see what
chance.
Pastor said there?
He's not playing Frankie
New
de Jong there,
season,
man.
bro.
It's a bit
They
weird.
probably go and buy Declan Rice or someone like that to try and play in
They're
that
going back
role,
in
and
for
then they'll move
Cancelo,
Enzo
watch.
into the number 8. That's probably what they'll do.
Do you know that? Do you know
Maybe
the
that
thing
will
is,
happen
yeah?
next year,
I think
that time. But this year, no.
I
What
just
is-
think
who's gonna play DM?
people try and I think sometimes people try and put footballers in too much of a box, right? And like,
Yeah. Mm.
if you think about it, it's all very relevant to how the team plays because like someone could be a 6, like if the ball is in their half, but then next minute they're sitting on the edge of the other team's box. So I don't know, like Rodri, for me, he is a 6, but he's not a traditional 6. He's not.
I hope he
he's so
flops.
fast.
I hope he
Like-
flops.
Huh?
I hope he flops.
Oh, bro, I think everyone is, but do you know what?
You know what?
Like I said, I've been very open on it. I don't know enough to even comment on him.
I need
right?
him to flop.
I'm gonna call it now, Dapson. I think when we see him settled in the next few weeks, we see Potter play a pivot. I think he has to. You can't throw Enzo in. By the way, let me just add this, Mo. Not Italy, this ain't Spain. The Premier League, a quick league. You know, you got players turning you in a number 10. Pockets,
Kovacic can
twisting,
turn very
turning.
quickly.
Wait,
you
wait,
don't
wait,
want
wait, wait. I just kind of
Enzo.
deeped it what Mo kind of said as well, yeah. Zakara's injured till like mid Feb. Who's playing there?
Kovacic? No, it's 2 in the midfield. Kovacic and
Not
Enzo.
his bum cheeks.
Play the
Who's playing
pivot.
DM? No, on a real for the next 2 weeks.
The 3 Cass, don't you think it's gonna be Mason Mount, Kovacic, and Enzo in the middle?
Yeah,
Wait,
but not as a
Kovacic is
midfield.
only just
I
coming
think
back.
it'll be a pivot.
So who's gonna be the last one in the midfield then?
Yeah, it has to. It
The
has to.
highest
Be, it has to
one
be.
and
It has to be Enzo for now.
Thank
For
you
now.
so
For
much.
now.
Thank
For
you
now.
so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for now. But he's not going down. But my whole argument was that he's not going to be the DM in the future for Chelsea. No chance. Not for me.
I never said. I said. Ty asked me how is it gonna happen with him coming in and Jorginho leave, and I just answered the question. Isn't that what happened, Ty?
That's true. People, please make sure you smash a like. Let me get through some of the comments because you guys have been banging them in there. 80 of you watching.
Ty,
I know
one
there's loads
comment
of...
I needed to bring on. One comment.
Okay,
Did
you
he
have to tell
really
me.
sign? Yes. Did he really sign a 12-year contract?
He signed...
What?
Oh,
I see. I see
let me
about
hear.
5. I see 5 or 6 comments in there saying he signed a 12-year.
You can't do it. You can't do a 12-year contract. No one's signing.
I've got live stuff up now, and it just says Matt Laws just saying the paperwork's being done. There's nothing from like other people. Matt Delaney said, yeah, Miguel Delaney says Chelsea made a breakthrough, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say nothing about the contract yet.
It's 8 years until 30. 8 years. People
There
are
you
saying
go. But
8
that
or
doesn't
12.
surprise me because
Well,
Mo, this is what they're
contract,
doing.
you
They're
know.
getting it all done now before the rules change in the summer. So big
Yeah,
ups to everyone
Pablo's
that's
saying,
saying...
Ty, Pablo's saying talk about the 12 years deal. And then another comment is saying...
Can I just say,
What were you
let's
doing?
be very clear. I would love someone to be able to get hold of one of these contracts, yeah, because you know the amount of clauses in these contracts is going to be fucking mental, man. Like, there's
What?
no way that Enzo is going to sign a contract giving his life for 12 years
Well,
without there being like, if
it's-
they're not getting Champions League football
Well,
pretty
it's-
much
yeah.
every year,
That's-
like
that's-
so many.
He signed
on
an 8.
earth?
He signed
Yeah,
an 8.
Hemira
He
is
signed
eight,
a 8 and
okay.
a half year deal.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Pablo, you're wrong. Himira, you're wrong. The people that
Yeah,
think...
Who's
2030,
Andre
that's gotta
Santos?
be-
Andre
yeah.
Santos one of the new signs. Does he go straight into the team? Apparently he's a DM. One of them new Brazilians.
Yeah, he is a DM type player actually,
Ah,
but
there
I
you
don't
go, Mo,
think
you're
I don't know if
finished.
they'll throw him straight in.
Their squad is fucking.
You know, their team, is actually going to be so different next season. It's like going to be a brand new Chelsea. This is why,
there's
like,
certain man that are going to be going out in the summer 100%.
Yeah, Daps. Honestly, I know you're obviously on Big Six and stuff. That's why I'll always be careful. I talk about Chelsea because I just know that in a year I could be sitting there and they're doing different things.
Yeah, same
100%.
Same way you wanted Rashford out last year, innit? Ty? Things changed quick.
Yeah, you did, man. I
Yeah.
agree with you. You did.
Yeah, same as Harvey Barnes was better than Rashford last year, and now he's the best player in the world.
Yeah,
Big up everyone that's watching. Just a few of the comments. 4 out of 10 window. Chavelli saying Enzo's been good for 6 months. Laugh out loud. Chelsea loophole. Big up Bree. Though means they'll spend less in the next decade. I'm so glad Cancelo because the player is bigger than the club. I wish him nothing but the best. Chelsea some one goalkeeper, and Todd then bought a new first 11 and 8 young players within his time here already. Make sure you're liking. Hi, Daps, big up, brother. Goonie will be too happy. He's more than happy with. He's more happy for J5 than Enzo. Interesting. We'll see what he says when he comes on. Smash up the likes and subscribe. Big up Ed every single time. How can we be sad about signing a player who'll be a good backup? I think that's about Jorginho. We'll come to that next, actually.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah, definitely touch on Jorginho. Big up Raheem. Everyone's getting your comments in. Keep flying them in. Any transfers you want us to talk about? Don't forget, there's still 30 minutes before the deadline, so
Levi Cole's coming back. Well, to be fair, he's not being used as a DM. He's been used as a flipping left back more time, isn't it?
Yeah, and a centre back.
Yeah, and then he played centre mid against Liverpool, and he looked lost.
Yeah, he's a centre back, man. 100 million%.
Oh wait, Levi Cole was a centre back. Why? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Lewis Hall.
Yeah. Lewis Hall left back. Yeah, Cole centre back.
Oh yeah, flipping out another centre back.
He's doing. And you know what? He's doing 6 for Brighton.
How many centre backs do they need?
And how mad is it to think, by the way, just in a small detail, he went to Brighton and then Potter left to go Chelsea a week later. So Potter actually wanted him.
Hold on, is Aubameyang still at Chelsea?
Oh yeah.
Fraser said basically. Fraser said, River Plate will receive close to 41 million euros for Enzo Fernandez transfer as well.
That's probably why this has taken longer. Yeah.
Yes, and that is why Benfica wanted that 60 million because they only bought him for 15. Makes sense now. Their profit.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's.
Are we gonna keep talking about Enzo and forget the?
Nah, we're gonna go on to Jorginho now because we're talking number 6.
I thought there's a bigger signing.
Yeah,
there's a bigger signing.
We're coming to ours after this. We're coming to ours after. We say the best to last mode.
Because I really wanted to talk about Sabitzer because I see a lot of negative. Like people are saying Sabitzer that. Sabitzer,
don't worry.
We even watch him. Me and you, Tom, we watched Sabitzer, and I know how good this guy is.
To be fair, I haven't watched no Bundesliga this year. I found it boring as shit. I saw Union Berlin top. I said I ain't watching it this year. So
yeah, it's tight this year. It is tight up there this year. Do you know what? Let's talk about Sabitzer now. Sabitzer is a red. And guys,
I think it's a brilliant signing.
Cass, I'm with you. I think this is such a good signing. And do you know what? Yeah, Mo, and you'll get this as well.
Shock.
Look at Leipzig. Yeah, if you look at Leipzig, people, everyone that watches the Champions League and seen Leipzig's come up. When you look at Leipzig, it's a bit more like heavy metal, high like energy football. You see him play Spurs at the and batter them at the lane a couple of years back. Leipzig play the closest football you could say to sort of a Premier League team. Sabitzer was one of the main players thriving in that Leipzig team before he went to Bayern. So for me, when you're looking at stylistically coming to the Premier League, I have no doubts about his energy. I have no doubts about his mobility. I have no doubts about his tenacity. And also, he's coming to Man United with a point to prove. He's on loan, but it's not worked for him at Bayern. So he wants to prove to them Bayern.
To be fair, not a lot of signings have worked out for Bayern.
A lot, exactly, Cass.
A lot. Even
Sane
hasn't.
I love Daps throwing words in there.
Yeah, don't worry. I see it.
100%.
But, people doubt the signing before he's even played. But
who's doubted the signing?
Say again?
Who's doubted the signing?
There's a few people.
No, like Mo saying, like, there'll be people online that will doubt the signing.
For me,
Daps, I'll tell you what it is. Daps, I'll tell you what it is. It's that lazy approach. Oh, he flopped at Bayern when they've never watched him, like Mo said. But when you actually watch a player, they sometimes don't work at a club. But his attributes suit us. And when you look at Eriksen, right, and I'm going to say this truthfully, guys, if you look at Eriksen, what he brings, on a deadline day, who really can you buy who's of star quality to go to Bayern and get Marcel Sabitzer on deadline day?
Perfect signing for you, man.
I think so.
The experience.
I think so,
okay.
Yeah.
The experience. Playing at Bayern Munich, playing at RB Leipzig, fighting for the league with RB Leipzig, playing Champions League. That's a signing. And instead of getting someone from the lower half of the table signing, exactly. You got someone who plays with champions, who tasted the cup with RB Leipzig, who played under a progressive coach like Nagelsmann.
High energy, dynamic.
Exactly. The guy this year has started most of the games for Bayern Munich, and he hasn't been a flop at Bayern Munich. I don't know why they would let him go, to be
They
honest.
played
I
him
don't
a
know.
lot.
To be
They-
fair,
Maybe you
to
guys
be
can
fair,
educate me.
He's
You know
only
what it is?
started 7 games.
Yeah, but yeah, he's only started 7 games, but they
I'm
played him.
watching here
They played him a
a
lot,
lot of
deep.
minutes.
You know that they played him a lot deeper as well, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
to
I
Kimmich.
don't
Yes, he
get it.
plays next to Kimmich because the Jamal Musiala plays the number 10. So
Yeah.
But that's going to
why
be a
they let him
blessing.
go.
But that's but think about it. That's a blessing for us because where's he going to play for us?
It's 'cause they
Next to
play that
Casemiro. So maybe all that
Yeah.
experience playing there actually helps us because it's not like we're just throwing him in the deep end. He's learned that role for the last 6 to 8 months.
Well,
Well,
I
like
think
I said earlier, he
Go on.
does a little bit of Fred and a little bit of Eriksen. So he's
you
how,
can
how to
some bits of this, bits of that.
a bit to this, a bit to that.
but Ty, I think the quick movement that Man United did, it proves that there are like it was yesterday that Eriksen was reported out 2-3 months yesterday, and today
it was today, this morning.
Now, Mo, that's a
I
really
think
good point.
Apparently, you've
It
been working
shows-
on it since yesterday, though.
You know what Mo said? It's a really good point because it shows that now Ten Hag and whatever's going on at Man United, that Ten Hag
Plan in the head.
can, well, not just that he's got someone's attention now that he can say, listen, we need someone. No problem. We'll go and deal with it.
Yeah.
But they have got that. Whereas before, think about how it was before, bro.
Last year,
Like,
exactly last year,
yeah.
by the way. That's exactly with Julian Alvarez and that. Exactly last year.
Like it's taken months.
Yeah.
for
And
people to
Cancelo-
even fucking
and
pass the
Cancelo
memo.
and Cass said it. Cass kept saying on Instagram, he's like, we have no money, and they get I think the best free loans out there.
Yeah.
Can you
Thank
get a better
Mo.
free loan?
It is.
Cancelo to Bayern.
That's not a free loan, though, is it?
Is it a free loan?
No, it's not.
I
There's an
think-
option
I
to
don't
buy.
know.
To be fair, there's
No
no option
idea.
to buy in
Didn't give
this
a
one.
shit.
But I don't think
I
there
don't think they're
there
paying
is-
a fee though.
There
No,
are
we-
reports.
no,
No,
they're
no,
not.
but I don't think there are reports about the fee. Did they pay a fee? They didn't pay a fee. Are they picking up all the
I don't
wages?
care.
There is no reports behind
Okay.
that. I was like, yes, they're
Okay.
paying this and paying that. I don't know. But anyway, to be honest, Sabitzer though, like for like to Eriksen, with more
he come in
energy,
and
maybe
start
not the
for you,
same
Mo, straight
technicality.
away?
No, I'm gonna say this year. What did you say? Wait, what did you say?
It's
Ty?
Cassius.
I said, yeah, I was gonna say, do you think he comes in and starts straight away?
What, tomorrow night? I think he might play tomorrow.
No,
innit?
no. Saturday, Palace.
No, we need him to play tomorrow. We need him tomorrow. We're lacking. No,
Why
I'm not
do you need him tomorrow?
No, because we ain't got many legs in the midfield. Like
He'll
I'll be-
sit in the stands. He'll
we
do
got,
what
we got
Gordon
no
did
McTominay. Alright,
today.
cool. Think about it. We got Bruno, Casemiro, Fred, Kobe Mino. Who's the other midfielder?
But why would you want him fresh for Saturday?
No,
against
no.
Palace?
He hasn't played many minutes.
Sunday,
He's,
sorry.
he
I
ain't played
don't
many
think
minutes
he
this
can
season.
play. Cass,
That
he's
brother
not
is fresh.
registered. I don't think he can play in time
Why? He's registered now, no?
because like Anthony Gordon today, like he's in the he was signed a few days ago, but he's sitting in the I was just watching a Newcastle game. He's sitting like in the stands, and then he starts from the weekend.
Well, I don't, man. I think you need to throw him. I don't think
Yeah.
he'll throw him in straight away. No, you can't do that. You have to play him with a team and then everything. I think Fred will start. Fred will 100% start.
Yeah, I think Fred starts,
And I think he
gets 30
deserves to
minutes.
start. But for me, Sabitzer, he offers more to this team than what Eriksen does. So in the
He's
role,
he's very, very physical, and he will suit the Premier League. I see him fighting in that midfield.
Hey, what was
next
it was
to
only last in
Casemiro.
summer where we was talking about quick fixes for Liverpool. We said, why don't you just go get Sabitzer and Lima? Like they're pressing
Yeah,
monsters.
Sabitzer and Lima, 2 players just right
So-
there like that, cheap as well, release clauses. I'm really happy with this. I don't think there's a player, and I might be naive, but I actually agree with what Mo said. If you said to me on deadline day, give me someone realistic you could buy, and you threw like 20 names at me, I don't think there's many
Dele
that
Alli.
are more than Sabitzer. Yeah, you know what I mean, though?
Ty, tell them the group chat there was a certain someone that said about why don't we just go get Dele Alli? I was like, bruv, I'd rather have nobody.
Yeah,
I'd rather
facts.
exit this group. I would rather exit this group.
Basically,
Yeah.
Sabitzer, what I said, yeah, is for me, Sabitzer's in between, not like he's in between what Fred offers and what Eriksen offers. He's in between.
Yep.
You know, that's it.
Yeah.
He ain't got
And
as
that's
great
balance.
he ain't got great playmaking skills like Eriksen, and he ain't got a great pass like him, or probably not as great technical on the ball. Like, but he's not far off. But what I know he
Yeah.
offers is going
True.
forward, physical, energy, pressing, definitely
Long
pressing.
shots as
And
well.
I'm not gonna lie. He's just about to free up Casemiro of a vital role of legs. So good
Yeah.
luck. You know what I mean? That's all I can.
Yeah.
And he's more better going forward than he is like bit like
Yeah,
Eriksen.
it's
Bit like
perfect.
Eriksen.
Like him and Bruno.
You know,
I hope him and Bruno
Ryan
really
Cass?
connect.
Huh?
Do you know tactically, I think this will give Bruno Fernandes more time.
To do
Off
whatever he
the
wants.
ball.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Exactly. Because, Bruno Fernandes had to a little bit work harder on defense because Eriksen, his defense is not the best ability, and Bruno had to cover. But now you have the freaking muscles of Sabitzer and Casemiro. Now Bruno can save a little bit of energy going forward on the counters because Bruno doesn't have to track all the way back. Tactically, I think that it makes a lot of sense for Ten Hag.
Yeah, facts.
And it's just the fastest best thing you can get. It's as simple
on
as
a loan.
that.
So do you know what's interesting? Do you know what's interesting though? Quickly, when you think about it, obviously Eriksen's out for 2 to 3 months. By the time he comes back, it's going to be potentially win the finals of any cups, the Europa League or deep in it or FA Cup. Maybe that sort of time. If you but Daps, you know what I mean? You got to talk about the potentials. If it is, and Eriksen only comes back from injury, then Sabitzer could actually be in so much good form by then. He's fit, he's ready. Hopefully, he might actually take Eriksen's spot. So when Eriksen's actually back, Sabitzer's playing anyway. People are thinking, oh, this is just for till Eriksen's back. If Sabitzer comes in and plays well, he's 28 years of age. He's got better legs, like Mo said. He is dynamic, he's athletic, and he's a balance of Eriksen and Fred. He could come in and actually become a main star, not just when Eriksen's out.
I think so. He is going to be a main star for me.
Bro, you've just bought him from Bayern Munich, a Champions League club for multiple seasons, yeah? Bro, no, be real. Like, yeah, him going to Man United, he would have had to think about, you are a club coming back up. They've been there, bro. So 100% he's got. He should
an option to buy.
Yeah.
Nah, do you know Daps? Is it an option to buy?
There's not.
Ooh.
No, I don't mind that though.
Yeah, but to be fair,
if it works out,
when a player's loaned out, it's very rare they go back really and truly and
if he does well for us and we want him, it's an easy deal to get done.
If you're going to get rid of the likes of Van der Beek, which is going to be out for a long time anyways, and Scott McTominay, you need to bring in 2 midfielders anyways. So if that is the case, then Sabitzer might work as one, and then because he can play attacking, and then Eriksen doesn't have to play that playmaker or go in a 10-man, be the backup that you're supposed to be, and go get me a ball player for flip's sake.
Yeah,
hurry up.
100%.
So, but yeah,
anyone in mind, Cass?
I don't know, man. I think there's a Dutch man in.
Bro, let's do throwback to last summer.
Yeah, man.
Give me Frankie, please.
I need Frankie, and he's going to be even cheaper. So even better.
The worst thing is, Cass, if you get Frankie, Cass is going to be on shows this summer to me and Mo. I fucking told you he was coming. I told you he was coming.
100%. 100%. I'm going to do it all the time, man. You already know it.
He's got to. Do you know what? There's reports today, Cass, even that we're still wanting Frankie de Jong in the summer.
I think so,
anyway.
because if we let them get, Enzo's gone. I can't think of many players that we can get other than Quadio, Kone, and a couple ball players in that respect.
Yeah, I want a winner in there.
I know
I thought Man United would go for Frankie.
So apparently it's not that Frankie never said no to us. It was just always the other side with Barcelona. But now they need to get 150 to 200 million euros off their books. Good luck.
Well, Ziyech is gone.
No, it's so funny because I would actually take both De Jong and Kessie off. I would take.
Yeah,
both.
I would as well, but I'd rather if Sabitzer works out, I'm not going to take a chance on Kessie. I don't really give a shit about him.
No, if Sabitzer works out, I'd actually potentially keep him and then sign De Jong. That is perfect. Imagine that you've got a De Jong, Casemiro, Sabitzer who does a bit of everything, Eriksen who does a bit of everything, and Bruno's the
actually
10.
To be fair,
it's a good bit of experience.
We need a DM. We need a backup. If Scott McTominay does go, we need a DM. Kessie might be perfect for that. Real.
Yeah, there's options, man, and also you never know when you never know. Like what I told you the other day, Cass, like potentially with United, how we're looking for like sort of different players from different clubs. We might find someone like a gem. You know how other clubs do find these little Brazilian gems and stuff like that, and it works out.
He's not Dutch.
Cancelo could have been that player like a year ago with 5 million. We didn't want to pay that, and then now look, 100 million. He's going to probably. You know
what? Let's move on anyways from that. Anyways, I think I think that's a great signing, but one that is I think hot and cold with pretty much a lot of their fan bases. Jorginho, innit? And
yeah, this is
what worries me. I think Monts kind of said it. Jorginho he adds technical ability and everything. He plays smart. You need legs around him, otherwise he fails. And something I don't know that maybe Arsenal can offer is legs around him at the moment, because other than Xhaka's decent enough legs, but he's slow. Odegaard is legs, to be fair. But if you put Jorginho and then put Partey out, it kind of changes the whole dynamic of that midfield for me. And I think he's going to be a great signing because he is a backup. To think Jorginho comes off your bench for £12 million, I'm thinking, that's very decent. That's good business, bro.
But it's just
I'll take it for £12 million.
It's because it's from Chelsea again, and because of the fact that again they're getting a Chelsea player that Chelsea fans no longer want. If it was one that Chelsea fans wanted, they'd be cool with it. Because the fact is, like I said earlier on,
and
we wanted Jorginho before we wanted Rodri, And so in an Arsenal / City style of football, to have someone that can set the tempo with the passing, it does make sense. But you are right. I always said it. for Rodri to really work, I always think he needs
Runners.
inform KDB or Bernardo with the legs next to him, yeah? And we're seeing it this season with them two not having the legs as much this season. It's not working as well. Yeah, I've never thought Zinchenko's got legs, to be fair. He can move about.
Yeah, but the way
I think if you play Smith Rowe and Fabio Vieira, they're the two players that have got a lot of legs.
Yeah.
No,
Vieira,
that's got zero.
Vieira, bro,
I'm going to say
what?
something. I'm going to throw something.
Vieira reminds me a bit like that Bernardo
Daps,
Silva
after
type
Daps,
He
run.
after
Thank you.
Daps,
Listen,
after
I
Daps.
know he looked a bit raw the other day and he didn't have a great... But
Can you
I
see
do
it,
see it. I do see it.
Yeah,
bro.
he's got that
100%
Bernardo.
I
Them
see it.
Portuguese man have got this sort of like energy in midfield. They just buzz around like a bee.
Yeah.
I think him and Smith Rowe
Big up,
potentially behind Odegaard and Xhaka are like the legs options if you need to switch it up.
I mean,
That's
Smith
what I
Rowe, I
think.
don't know. I
Yeah,
ain't
let
seen
me
him
let
for
me
about
let me
7
add let me
years,
add
bro,
let me
but-
add something, guys. If you want to become a member and join our obviously members, and you want to get on our Sunday shows and whatnot, make sure you join the members, man. It's literally in the description below. Come support the channel, man. It'll be lovely to see a few more bodies in. Obviously, the more members, the better. The more we can thrive, and the more videos we can put out. To be fair, so yeah, just check that out if you do want to come support Never a Foul, be a part of the army. Soon to be upgraded. But other than that, for me, it's what Partey offers that midfield is he's an athlete, innit? He is an athlete, bro. Like he shifts and moves the way he gets out of situations. He's not slow. But you add Jorginho in that, it's like, bro, you need to add another dynamic now because he is
I
slow.
do get that. Yeah,
But
I do
more
get
time,
that.
Arsenal do dictate games, and I think that could be something else.
That's it.
So when it's on the back foot and you know you're gonna dominate, you don't really need much cover in your defense because you got Saliba and everything. It's like
Bro,
that's it. You can keep the ball
You could
dictating
see
as much as
more
possible.
in
Maybe
the tougher games. You could see them seeing out 1-0s in that now with him. He can just literally control the tempo and slow it down, and it's a good signing for the amount. I think it is a good signing.
Someone said to me,
there's one thing. Go on.
Go on, Cass. Do you
I
want
was
to run
just going to say
your thing
the
first?
one thing I thought that is a bit worrying a little bit though is the fact that they're losing a lot of physicality in that area where I think they could really do with that physicality. Like you've gone from Cancelo physicality to a complete different type of DM. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even El Neni is quite physical at that, and it's just like
Yeah, he is.
like obviously as Himari says,
And
I trust.
Lokonga's gone on loan to
Himari
Palace.
says, I trust Arteta. So obviously, if you're a manager, you're going to trust them to get the best solutions, right?
Best way to be. Trust me.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what? That's it. And you trust Arteta with what he's done, just like the way we trust Ten Hag. And I think I was listening to Talk Sport, and Darren Bent kind of said, I'm an Arsenal fan. Jorginho doesn't improve our starting 11, but he improves our squad. And that's what we need right now to improve the squad. And I think when you're signing for someone, there's a few things. That he's 12 million, so he's cheap anyway. He's 31 years of age. You've got an Arsenal team that are going for a Premier League, by the way, and they've never won it before. With a lot of players that have never seen much silverware.
He's won a lot.
He's won the Euros. He's won the Champions League. He's won the Europa League.
Yeah.
He can coach the young players. He can guide them through this tough 6 months or 5 months. And I feel like he can coach the younger players. So I feel for me, at this stage of his career, he can now play a utility role where he might come on at 70 minutes and see out a game. But also, Partey, what's his biggest thing that we will know? Injuries. If he does get an injury or he needs to be rested, someone like Jorginho is a very, very good plan B. You don't get much better plan Bs than a Jorginho in there. So I think for Arsenal, the word is a shrewd move, man. It works on and off the pitch. So I think it's a great signing, man.
Here is my problem with that signing. Absolutely amazing technicalities by Jorginho on the pitch, dictates the game and everything. But as Cass said, the change of style from Thomas Partey as a DM, with Xhaka around him going to the sides and Zinchenko coming in the pitch and Partey being the only DM out there, to Jorginho is a complete change of a style of play. And that's for a team that has a certain style of play that goes to every game with the same way of playing football, and it doesn't matter who they play. I think it would require more work from our players around him, the likes of the fullbacks. They need to know that he is not as fast as Partey in recovery. He is not as physical as Partey. What do you guys think about that aspect? If you bring Jorginho on, it's a completely different animal to Thomas Partey. Maybe he's more technical
What
than
Daps
Partey.
said,
but
what
just
Daps
completely
said reminds
different.
me of one game. Mo, what Daps said there about coming on and controlling the games and seeing out games. There was a game a few years ago, and you might remember, they played Crystal Palace away. This is when he was at Chelsea, and they were like 3-0 up or whatever, and he went 3-2, and Palace were coming back. They threw on Jorginho for 20 minutes and absolutely controlled the game, see it out. And I saw loads of people on Twitter and Matisse and everyone saying, this is why you have someone like Jorginho.
Bro.
It's offering that calming influence. He's not there to start, remember?
Yeah, he knows that
Bro,
too.
it might have
He's
been
31
what
years
won
old.
them the Champions League, to be frank with you.
Yeah,
right?
he's 31 years old as well, man. He knows he ain't going
Then
there
you
to
look
start.
at you look at Arsenal City last season when Arsenal went 1-0 up. those type of games, like where they
Yes.
folded, with inexperience. I think it's a very shrewd signing. Very shrewd.
I
Very
think so
shrewd.
as well, Daps. I agree. Did you see them sort of signings?
How long is his contract? Anyone know how long his contract is? That's what I didn't know.
2024. 2024 with an option 1 year.
Bro, that's fantastic. Then that's 2 years. That's a year or
They've
two.
not done the thing where they offered Willian.
See, this is the
5
difference.
years
This
or
is the
whatever it
difference
was.
between what I like call good, great business and then absolutely soggy business with Chelsea. Like he's actually building something there. I suppose you got money. It's a different story, innit? But they didn't fold. They didn't fold twice for Mudryk, and they didn't fold.
How
for
did Chelsea let him go for 12 million? That's what I don't understand. How did Chelsea let him go?
Man. Arsenal, the way Arsenal do business, we saw they haven't spent for a while because they were paying off the stadium. Now, you always know Arsenal are going to spend what they can, right? They won't overspend. They'll spend what they're generating. Like, that is their philosophy. So, you know, they're going to go again in the summer. This is just...
That's it. It's 12 million.
I still think Caicedo is going to Arsenal in the summer.
I don't think so now. I don't think so now. They got their 2 DMs. It's done. It's done.
Maybe Rice as well. Maybe Rice.
I think Rice. I think they go
Rice.
Rice. Caicedo goes to Chelsea. That's the way I look at it now.
They're getting 160 or 70 million man in a month. That's what I think. They've got the 12 million now. They're like, right, Jorginho 2 years. Then we're going to go 60, 70, get a big man in like Caicedo, like you said, and they move. By the way, just a deal that's been confirmed while it's just flashed up on my laptop. Hakim Ziyech to go PSG.
Yeah, I just see that.
That's a decent
deal. So Morocco, do you know what? They've got bare Moroccan fans over there. They'll probably love that.
Yeah, they'll love him.
Yeah, of course.
And I think he'll suit them. I think for me, him, Pulisic, and Havertz, they all within the next year, the other two will be gone as well.
Yeah, of course. See, for me though, with Arsenal, I don't think they go for Caicedo anymore. I think that's done. For me, that is completely done. They don't need a DM anymore. They got Jorginho and Partey. You got your dictators and everything.
Jorginho,
I don't look at Caicedo as a DM.
No, but I do. I think he goes to Chelsea because the Caicedo, Enzo, and then a Kovacic kind of midfield makes more sense to me. Where
it does. That makes a lot of sense.
Out of all the signings that you've been linked with at the moment, who is Xhaka like for? That we just mentioned.
I think Caicedo, box to box.
No, I don't think so. I think it's Declan Rice. Declan Rice gives me more Xhaka vibes.
You're saying to me Rice or Caicedo? I'm picking Rice.
And if they could do with anyone, they could probably do with another English, obviously player in their squad. Obviously for the English reason, the British stuff.
And then when Partey gets a bit older, you can just drop Declan Rice
if he needs to, if they need to. And I think Rice is a better box to box. I don't think he's a DM, and he's not a lone DM. I've seen him for England as a lone DM. He is shit.
Yep. Calvin Phillips was better.
He really hates Declan Rice. He really hates Declan Rice.
He prefers Phillips to Rice.
I do because
Phillips as well.
Phillips is a single pivot player for me, and yes, he's not working out for City, but you're not going to get all the game time in the world to get your final
I remember when me and Cass were doing Trafford Tunnel. We were wanting Phillips over Rice the whole time.
I like Phillips.
The choice is: do you want the whole buffet or do you just want Rice? Which one?
Daps is on one today, you know that. Okay, cool.
I'm loving it, Daps. I'm loving this energy, man.
Yeah.
Got to laugh about Summit. We've only got one left back.
Yeah, true.
Let's talk about that, and then we'll go on to the smaller deals. We'll go on to
the window ends in 8 minutes.
We've kind of got two. We got two.
Yeah, we got two. Because Daps, I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, I've never seen Sam so hurt about a transfer in my life. He was at work today, and he was like, "I'm still mourning."
He's a big fan of Cancelo, isn't he?
Can I be real? Yeah. I've never been a big fan of Cancelo. I think he's just. I don't like right-footed left backs. I can't stand it.
It's not.
But if he give you,
do you know what that is? That's me. I'm a left-footed right back. I'm a right-footed left back, or I can play right back as well. I find it weird how a left-footed. Aspi can play left or right. Cancelo can't play right but left. I think that's just too limited for my liking.
Cass as well? Bayern Munich bought him to play him right back. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this is a blessing in the long run. This is a blessing in disguise for City. I'm telling you that now.
So for me, right, I've said it many times. In the City system, Cancelo can be like Trent in the Liverpool system. That going forward, he can be so important that you allow him to have his flaws defensively, and it's for the rest of the team to cover those flaws. Yeah, for me, I've never thought Cancelo is very good defensively, and actually, I've often used him in comparison to Trent. Right, but that's not my issue because he's good enough going forward. My issue has been that the last 2 seasons, in the business end of the season, he's dropped off so much to the point that Cancelo comes through and becomes our starter at left back. Right,
perfect.
And go and look at it. Both times he drops off. He's got sensational numbers first part of the season. Now, do I want to sell him? No. Would I have kept him yet and hope he gets back to form? 100%. But then you see everything that's happened. You can't have that. When you are a manager who's so reliant on everyone paying attention, listening to what you are telling them to do, you can't have someone doubting you. Like, that's the Arteta philosophy at Arsenal, the Ten Hag thing at Man United, the Pep thing at City. From he's done those things, ultimately, he has to go. It's that simple. Now, I'm not mad at selling him. I'm not mad at what the solution is. I just don't know what the solution is yet. But
Watch City
I've got
do
to
this.
trust Pep.
Daps.
Look, when Mendy got injured, the season we got 100 points. We were like, what are we going to do? Zinchenko and Delph played at left back. So, fuck knows. Might be Mahrez at left back. Who knows, yeah? But I trust Pep and I've got to. End of the season doesn't work, we call him out. But
Watch next season. Watch next season. Pep is going to say, fuck this. I need another pair of 50 million fullbacks or some shit. Or whatever.
Nah, not on the right. We're good on the right, bro.
No. Because I don't know what Kyle Walker, what he might hold. He could be.
Rico Lewis on the right long term.
Yeah, but I think you might need like a fifth kind of choice. I guarantee they go get Theo Hernandez and Hakimi next season. Watch. I guarantee they do.
Nah.
Watch.
Nah.
They're going to do it.
Hakimi don't suit us, bro. Hakimi don't suit us.
He can play everywhere. I want Hakimi. I wouldn't mind that. If I saw Man United link with Hakimi, I'm taking him all day long. I need that overlap. I need that pace to be like, fuck the low, bruv. I can't. You know what? I like the low, but I'm not his biggest fan.
Defensively, he's very weak, Cass. He's very weak.
I don't care. I'm looking to attack.
I got a question for Daps. I really wanted to ask Daps this today. So Daps, when you look at City over the last couple of years, I said this in a group chat with Mo. So City in the last couple of years have had Cancelo left back with Kyle Walker the right back. Normally then Cancelo drops in and you could say it's the back three of Walker. If you look at it now, you've got Rico Lewis on the other side, kind of dropping in and doing this midfield role. And then Aki, who played left back the other day, can drop in now as a free man. So it's kind of like the roles are reversed on each side. Because now with Rico Lewis and Aki on that side, do you think you're better off with this season with that pair rather than Cancelo Walker?
Right. I've said it very clearly, yeah. If we go back to the Arsenal game the other day, right? For me, that was not our better defence, but that is our informed defence. Not our better defence, our informed defence, yeah? That's why, because our better defence aren't informed. For me, for us to win the league, we need our better to get in form. Otherwise, we don't win the league. So,
Walker and Cancelo, the number one choice.
If you look at that first half, me and Mo did a watch along, right? And Rico Lewis didn't know what he was doing, right? With Trossard. Trossard, he was looking over his shoulder. Mo pointed it out, yeah? And John Stones don't know how to lead a line. Ake don't know how to lead a line. So it's all very confused. The minute Walker came on and Laporte came on, because Laporte and Walker...
steadier, innit?
It was steadier. So for me, against Arsenal at the Emirates, we have to have... It's great. Rico Lewis is looking good. He's 18, man.
Yeah.
Walker
people put too much pressure on them.
For us to win the league and the Champions League, we need Walker back in form, right? We need Laporte and Diaz, because Stones is now injured. I don't know how long for. And the only one...
Again?
Yeah, he done his hamstring.
Remember.
Look at this spoiled Trevorelli. Why are you so spoiled, man? I feel ill, lads.
So,
Edu turns into a turnip every January.
That I would keep, Cass,
Arsenal fans, man,
would be currently Ake, because Ake has been our best defender this season. And game by game, I will admit it, I've openly been saying, going forward, I don't think he offers much. But game by game, he started offering us more and more and more and more. So for me, that's the back four against Arsenal. Has to be. Pep will probably
City. You know what? For City, Rico Lewis is a brilliant midfielder. Always pops on in the right place. Always option for everybody under pressure. And me and Daps doing watch along. He is always the free man in the middle. Yeah. Always.
Next to Rodri, literally.
Like Mahrez gets doubled on. Rico Lewis is right there to get the pass from him and switch the play. However,
like Zinchenko used to be.
Exactly. However,
don't work no
one
more.
thing. If Ake doesn't provide anything going forward, but he did in that game, which one from the fullback is going to provide the support? Because as you said, Kyle Walker was the defensive assurance in the back, but Cancelo used to offer so much from the other side. But Rico Lewis now is stuck in him playing another midfielder.
So much. He plays inside.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a very good tactical problem. I like that, Mo. I think that's something.
So will Pep. That's the type of things Pep will love. I mean,
exactly.
I honestly think there's someone in this club that Pep thinks can play left back. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck it is, But
Who?
listen,
Someone is.
Ortega.
Someone-
God knows, but
Who?
the keeper.
saying there is-
The keeper.
I mean, Edison's left foot. He
said-
could probably play left back.
Maybe Edison. Keep Ortega in the goal and play Edison next.
He might convert Foden into a left back for a bit.
No.
You never.
If I
never
see
never.
Fabian Delph converted to a left back, I can see lots of people being
Someone's
converted.
trying to tell me Grealish. the
Do
other
you
day
know what
as
though? Everyone in here,
Smith.
by the way, keep smashing the like button because we're going to do another 15 sort of minutes anyway because the transfer window does wrap up in a few minutes.
Or
But I
now.
want to just say, yeah, do you guys think, like, and Mo, Cass, even you guys as the neutrals, do you think there's any way back for Cancelo with this loan?
Nah.
Summer he's gone, or loan comes back, could sort it out.
Gone.
Daps sent me.
he's gone, mate.
me a big report about what happened. That this guy is never stepping a foot back into the
wow.
club
No
again.
way, bro.
Oh
No
my
way,
word,
bro.
you're lying.
None.
Ibrahim, you're
No
lying.
way.
You're lying. You're lying.
Like you don't do that to the manager, my friend,
to Pep,
and
bro.
go back to play
Oh
for the
my
club.
god. Yo, Bruno Gomes got sent off in the game, innit? Now he's out of the final.
You didn't know that.
No.
Nah, he's
didn't
not
know
out
that.
the
He's gonna
final,
miss the
Cass.
final.
Cass, he's
I
not. He's
thought-
not out. They're lying.
No. I heard
Why?
that it doesn't
No.
it doesn't go towards the Premier League
Nah,
games.
it's just it goes towards Premier League. He's playing the final. He's
Are
playing
you
the final.
sure?
Yeah, 100%.
I was
100%.
just about to
Yeah.
say Bruno Gomes just handed Manchester United. their
Yeah,
first
nah, don't
goal.
worry. I got excited, yeah, and then I saw some journalists tweet
It's a
about it,
straight
and then they all corrected themselves. His last game he'll miss is the Liverpool game in the league.
That's gonna hurt them, man.
So the
Wait,
good
yeah.
segue. We need to talk about Liverpool signings.
Wait,
Wait
they
a
just
minute.
literally
They got
quickly
nothing.
they've literally just signed someone on the last minute. Jordan Henderson has got
Oh,
a new
they did?
contract. There you go. James Milner's gonna get handed a new
But
contract. It's
To
gonna be like
be
a new
fair,
signing.
to be fair, Cass, they are the first people to do business in this January transfer window, signing Gakpo. People
Now they
forget
also
about that.
they also signed Jude Bellingham's cap.
Gakpo is actually the first signing in the Premier League in this window, but people forget about
Actually,
it because he was
forget
signed
Mo that they signed
in
Gakpo.
Christmas time. He
How
was
can you
signed
forget
in
about his jaw?
2016. But however, as Cass says, he hasn't had his debut yet. He hasn't made his debut yet. But listen, for Jurgen Klopp to come out and say like this publicly, we're not signing anybody 2-3 days before the window. That's a brave man, my friend. That's a brave man
Bro,
with all
for
the
me-
rage going on.
For me, right, this is where I believe, because everyone is saying, oh, it's not Klopp, it's FSG. Right. Liverpool bought someone. So FSG went to Jurgen, because everyone knows at the moment he's in charge of transfers. They went with him and said, here's the bag. Here's the money you have. Right. You spend it wisely, wherever you need. And he said, we need a winger. Right. The end. So if you man want to blame FSG for that, no problem. But he
I
like
said
that.
we don't need
love
a
that,
DM. And here's the reason why I think he did it. I said to Cass earlier, we saw in the World Cup how much of a leader Jordan Henderson is. He's a leader, 100% proven. I think, Klopp is so loyal to Jordan Henderson because he knows if he isn't, he loses the whole damn dressing room. I think Henderson has that dressing room, and that's why he's staying so loyal to him. But they needed a DM. A DM, I get with Diaz out and Jota out, they needed a winger. They needed a DM more. And Jurgen said, no, we need a winger. That's on him.
Yeah,
not
I'm
FSG.
with Daps. Why is Jurgen Klopp not being called out by the fans again? They're like, but they're not backing him. They just
Click
gave
this
him
one
50
up.
million. 50 million. And the guy went and said, you know what? We need a forward. We don't need a DM. I'm good with Keita. who's gonna get injured
I
next
imagine
game.
this.
I'm
Hey,
good.
Mo, they could have got Amrabat. Imagine this. You could have got Amrabat for 30 and Anahi for about 15 million. There you go. There's your 50 million. Done.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
he
much.
doesn't- he doesn't
But
even
then,
midfield.
but then Mr. Jurgen Klopp said, no. I need a forward. I'm missing another forward
Okay.
to add to
Oh.
my six. I'm like, come on, just give me a break.
what?
When are the fans are gonna wake up and see that he is still part of the problem?
I mean, they
He
could have
is part
got
of
they
the
could have got
problem.
Amrabat. They could have got Sabitzer on loan, and who's a good signing this sign? That's about 20 million. They could have got Trossard maybe for 21 million. There you go.
Is that
There's
how
your
much he
forward.
wants, Trossard?
27 million package, but 21 million.
20
There you go.
yeah.
There's your 50
What a
million.
signing, man.
There you go. There's free
But
signings.
now-
I put
but
me in
now-
charge of Liverpool.
But you know,
it's
Arsenal have
Jurgen
done
Klopp.
some good
No,
business this
Jurgen
window.
Klopp is
Real
our
talk.
Jurgen Klopp is our favorite guy. He brought us the Premier League. He's not at fault. Your club is drowning, and
Oh
he's
my
part of the freaking
Yo,
problem.
I could even do you better. I could have got you. I could have got you three midfielders: Amrabat, Sabitzer on loan, and I could have got Conrad Lima for 12 million. Put me in charge of Liverpool Football Club. I'm not joking.
There you go. Cass is running Liverpool tomorrow, people.
It's not
Liverpool
hard.
fans, hear me out. A Man United fan is giving you solutions. And you're sitting there defending your manager who has been given 50 million that Ten Hag has not been given. Pep Guardiola has not been given money this window, but Jurgen Klopp is protected. But he got Gakpo. Yes, live with that. Live without a midfielder.
Man goes live with that. Oh my God, I love it when that British just comes out. Live with that. Oh man, it's mad. By the way, just while we're talking as well, big up everyone that's watching. Make sure you keep liking the video, subscribing if you're new as well. The window is officially closed now. Tottenham in the last few minutes have just confirmed the signing of Pedro Porro. Now, you man, like this one we'll touch on because
Oh my God,
they've had obviously the Trippier when he came in, didn't quite work out. Then they've got the Doherty. Then they've had Emerson Royal. Then they've had Jed Spence. So literally 4 or 5 right backs have gone through in the last few years. Do you, man, believe that this is the one they finally get right?
Conte's got what he wants.
A good way to start.
I just think it's
I have no
stupid.
idea.
I've
I
never
don't
known.
know
I've never
anything
known a
about
club.
Pedro Porro.
I've never
So
known a
I'm
club
not gonna
yeah
talk
that
about it.
over some stupid little fees. I've never known a club to like draw it right to the wire when the deal was so simple.
Yeah.
I've never known.
Do you know what they've done? Do you know what they've done, Cass, as well? Like, let's be honest, right? Pedro Porro, I've seen that he's obviously his stats are very good this season. I haven't watched loads of him, but I know he was at the City Academy and stuff like that. But the way Spurs have done this business, right? And I see if you man agree, they've prolonged it and fucked around so much that now it's finally done. It's gassed up Spurs fans to think this guy's going to be the next like wonder kid because they've dragged it out so long.
Yeah, spot on.
Do you know what I mean?
Really?
It's like,
You really
but if you
beat
keep it,
Spurs fans think, oh, Conte's got what he's want. Conte's got his right back. It's like you could have had this done a few weeks ago and got someone else in.
Tight. And here's the thing that I've said before, yeah. We all know Levy has done this, yeah, to try and save as much money as possible. It will probably end up coming out that he's saved about 4 million, right? Now, if they would have got Pedro Porro 2 weeks ago, could they have got points against City when they were 2-0 up, right? Could they have got...
Yeah.
So at the end of the season, when you're looking at the money you get for your league position, right, or even more so if they miss out on a Champions League space,
that could have been the difference. Yeah,
I think. You know what? Tottenham's run by absolute deluge. Yeah. Let me get. This is why I should. I don't know where it is, but you could have got Skriniar. Skriniar, did he go anywhere, Mo? No. So you could have got yourself a Skriniar quickly, yeah? That's a centre-back. You're done. In the back three, used to that kind of stuff, right? There you go, then. That's one player that you could have got done for cheap.
Bro, another one is Jed with Spence, yeah?
I think it's unfair, man.
They've gone and loaned him out outside of the Premier League, right? Now, if they've bought him because he was cheap and they see it as an investment, if you want your investment to rise, it would make sense to keep him in the Premier League. You're sending him over to... I can't see his value.
Maybe nobody wanted him, Daps. Maybe nobody wanted him.
No,
they did. Brentford, Leicester.
Guys, can you guys correct me? Can you guys correct me if I'm wrong? I saw a tweet that Spurs are the 6th richest club in the world. Is that correct?
What?
Who cares?
Maybe in equity because of that new stadium.
Because the fans are making me think they are so poor. The fans are making me think that they have no money. The fans are telling me that we're struggling for money. The fans are telling me Conte's not back because we don't have any money. That's what I've been told.
You know what the maddest thing is, yeah?
Wait. Do you know what? I've just seen Olu's comment, by the way. Big up Olu. Obviously, I know he does their calling shows and that. He's just put, no, what's even funnier about Spurs is they've cancelled Doherty's contract because they can't have any other players out on loan. What? If that's true, I've never heard anything like that. Olu, that is true.
I don't get it, yeah.
Chelsea had 75 players on loan.
Conte might, you know what I don't get, yeah? They're buying players for Conte who might not even be here next season. So who says the next manager wants to play? So who says the next...
leaving?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but who knows if the next manager wants to actually stay there? Do you know what I mean? Like, who knows if the next manager wants to play 3 at the back? Who knows? Like, is Pedro Porro right back? Can he play there? I don't know. Maybe he could be converted there.
You know what, Castro? I'll be honest with you. The football they're playing, they actually probably just need a new manager who's actually going to come in and just say, right, let's play attacking football and better football. These players are probably who are signed by Conte are probably done with Conte football itself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Well, it's just I think
his agent said he's not signing a new contract.
It reminds me of when Man United was signing good players, but then we were playing shit football like under Mourinho and stuff, and you're just like, oh, like Pogba, like just let them man release themselves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, do you know what I mean? And it's just, yeah, they need a change. They need a change.
Did
Nottingham Forest, by the way, the last deal was John O'Shelby's gone to
Wow.
Nottingham Forest.
Oh, is
They've
it?
been active, man. They are really
Yeah.
trying.
Wait.
And Man United have just submitted the.
I was gonna
What?
say,
I'm waiting for you.
Oh no, I was going to say Manchester United have just submitted the deal sheet with the Premier League for Bayern Munich midfielder Marcel Sabitzer. The deal is on track to be completed on
you know
time.
what I don't, you know what I don't
Perfect.
get. Yeah, it's just I had this image in my head that Newcastle let John Joe Shelby go and get a midfielder in, and they never did it.
Yeah,
I want to
So-
that's one place. That is one spot, Cass, and I think we'll see now. Obviously, I know we'll do the Premier League preview later on the week, but with Gomara now injured, suspended for 3 games. That will probably be the 3 games. You'll look at their midfield, and everyone will be like, "You need an upgrade," because we see it, but I don't think Eddie Howe sees it. I think he believes in these players like Longstaff and that too much.
I don't know. You got 2 goals tonight. I know that, but
I thought they would sign that Bird guy or Madison.
So Joe Linton, maybe Joe Linton, Sean Longstaff, and who's the other boy? Maybe who's the other one?
They might play Willock back in there.
They're gonna have to, because they're gonna have to start Anthony Gordon, then, isn't it?
They have no DM.
Yeah,
they
or
have
Alex-
no
or
DM.
Alexander Rice
Longstaff
is
is the
the
DM. Longstaff is the other DM, really, for them.
Oh yeah,
He's
you'll be
absolutely
Longstaff.
the worst player of the starting 11, isn't he? He's the worst player in the starting 11, isn't he?
Yeah, they got a bare 11 and loads of games.
Remember when he was linked to United for 50
No, for their
million?
midfield, they got a bare midfield, like literally, and no backup.
Do you know what? The one thing we've learned about Newcastle is, as a club, they're taking their time. They are not rushing, and they're not and also they're not being rushed. They could have said, "Fuck it, let's." They're not being rushed. They're like, "No, we're going to keep." Now, the Anthony Gordon one, for me, it's the first signing where I'm like, because of the way he left his childhood club and the way Eddie Howe's got such a great team spirit, I'm a bit like, But listen, we'll see. I could be wrong, but I don't like.
I know they got shook. Newcastle got shook, and why they got shook is because I saw at the start of the window clubs were quoting them mad prices, and they got put off. And
I respect that though, bro, because we fell for that. I respect that they're holding their own. I do, because once you get,
I think they're Chelsea.
Once you get known as that club, it takes a lot to shake it off. So listen, I respect the way they're doing business still. And listen, they've still got to a cup final.
They're gonna lose. Yeah, there's no point. They're going there to compete to lose, but it's all right, man. It's calm.
You man. I salute your confidence.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. No Newcastle in a Wembley on a big pitch.
Scared. I'm just.
You don't have to be scared. I just need you to respect a little bit that Newcastle are playing good football at the moment.
No, at the moment, Newcastle are not playing good football, bro. They're not.
Fair point.
So I don't want to hear that shit because they're not. And now
They
they're losing Bruno Gomes.
They haven't lost a game in this season.
Imagine this as well.
Fair
So
point.
Bruno Gomes is out for 3 games, yeah. So when he does play the cup final, he's not even going to really be match fit, is he?
Who are you convincing, yourselves or us?
No, I'm telling you. If you're out for 3 games, you're out for the next 3 weeks. You need to get back to being match fit. And you know how hard that is to do. You just lost out on a lot of fitness.
Well, you have a new midfielder coming on, and he needs to settle in after your starting 11, or you should be shaking without Eriksen.
Not really. I think we play better. I think we play better. I think we play better with Fred than Eriksen in the team as a whole team, anyways. Because it's more balanced.
He's slandering Eriksen.
No,
I
because
agree with that comment.
No, because we do play better football with Fred in there because it's more balanced. It's facts.
Bro, after seeing what Fred did to De Bruyne, yeah,
I've seen it week in, week out. Pretty
You know what it is? I think we're more solid as a team with Freddie when you give him a role to like destroy De Bruyne or whatever. But when it's on the ball, starting games, that's where I question it. But against Tottenham, he was sick when I watched the game at Daps's. But I feel like Fred now got to prove to people that he's not just good off the bench. He's not just good when you say mark him. What can you also do on the ball when you start from the game? You know what I'm saying? So
I want to ask Daps a question. Daps, if I give
Hmm.
you tomorrow £100 and put the money on one of the team to win the cup final, both teams are starting 11. Bruno Gomes is back. Who would you put the £100 on?
Do you know what I got to ask this? I'm going with. It's a proper hard one, yeah. But I feel like United might go in a bit overconfident, and I think Newcastle's fan base, yeah, they are going to be so fun. You think United are up for this because they ain't won a trophy for a minute? Newcastle's fan base, yeah, fucking hell, bro. They are going to be so up for this. They will be louder. Man United, and I'm not knocking United fans, yeah, but Newcastle will be louder.
The best away fans in the country.
according to everyone claims that, bro.
No. It's known that Man United fans are pretty much
it's not,
up
bro.
there
It's
as the
known
best.
about every club.
No,
Just
no,
because you
no,
say it
no,
doesn't mean it's factual.
no, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Anyway,
Have you heard Chelsea fans?
okay.
Look, nah, I don't
Let him answer.
You
then.
don't go to away games for starters. So
No,
me
but
and you
I
can't
hear
comment.
what I
This is
hear in
so-
it. Like,
Anyway,
you know what I mean?
I think they will be a big part of this. I think Newcastle might be up for it that little bit more. The key to this whole game is, we've all been speaking about him non-stop, it's Casemiro. If Casemiro plays and gets hold of that game, he's a very fucking good player. Put it that way, yeah.
And you know what? He knows how to win finals. That's
that he knows really well.
And so
Probably
does-
one of
and
the
so does
best
Varane.
DMs in the history. Yeah.
For me, it's like I feel like almost my heart
that
and
he knows
passion
really
and that
well.
saying Newcastle, but then I'm being 100. Casemiro is fucking good. Yeah, like if he don't play, Newcastle win it. If he plays, I don't know.
And when you think about it, Cass as well, it's not just him. You think you've got Varane and Martinez behind him as well, proven winners so far. You know what I mean? I think that can pull you over the line, especially if we play that triangle there. Like, I'll make me
I
feel
don't
much
know,
more
man. For me,
confident.
Ten
if we go
Hag
in
just
with them.
bangs on about winning trophies all the time. I think it's a different game, mate. Honestly, I think it really is. Anyhow, your whole point is getting top
I hear
four and
that
have
as
some
well.
fun, mate.
You two will definitely be in the preview for that. You two will be definitely in the
When is it?
preview for
When
that.
is it?
and
Like,
you'll-
late
Oh,
March?
yeah, we'll be there, man.
100%.
I might even order a
but
fake trophy, though.
One of the signings, I didn't know if you got Cedric left Arsenal, went to Fulham, on
Fulham
that
on
right
loan,
side
something like
for
that, yeah.
Fulham.
Yeah.
Another
On
one
loan.
went Fulham.
Palace Lakonga as well.
Did he go?
Palace got Lokonga. A very good
Yeah,
signing
Palace,
for
yeah,
them, to be
Palace got
honest.
I don't
Lokonga.
think so. I think Lakonga's dog
Yeah.
shit, man. I don't care what club he goes to.
Oh, I don't think he's great either. Mo, I did want to ask you about one transfer action. It's a bit different, and we'll wrap up in a sec. But Hamid Traore from Sassuolo to the Premier League. I think he's gone Bournemouth or Southampton.
Oh yeah, I
is
see
he-
that.
what's he got?
Yeah. Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Traore is a
Boom.
fantastic, quick, young, I think, player. He tears Serie A with his speed. He's very quick on
Yeah,
the ball.
yeah.
Very,
And also,
you know,
It
I know.
must be something. It must
I
be
know,
something. It must be
Cass-
something in the
Cass would
name.
know this.
Traore.
Cass, you remember Sassuolo with the Zerbi? They had Jeremy Boga. Do you remember that?
yeah, Jeremy
that
Boga.
kid?
Yeah, he was balling. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So he went to
of course I do.
Atalanta.
Yeah.
Traore was the replacement, and he plays exactly the same.
Yeah, and also,
So-
I love how
quick on
you
the
know
ball.
to say that to Cass and not me, because I wouldn't have had a fucking clue what you're talking about.
no, and also Southampton did sign that
Yeah,
striker
because we
as well.
talk about Sassuolo, me and Cass a lot.
Southampton bought the striker. He was like top goal scorer in the Belgium league from I think it's Genk, I believe. He had like 14 goals in like 19 appearances or the other way around. So yeah, they did get a striker.
Okay. Yeah. Not
Hey,
even trying to race. Is he black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he is. Yeah, I know exactly who you're about. Yeah.
Hey, D1, yeah, he's such a hater. His knowledge is absolutely in the bin sometimes from his feelings. Dan Burn will shut down Anthony. Go ask Dan Burn what happened last time he faced against Anthony. He put him on his ass twice. Same thing with Perisic, mate.
Dan Burn will
He's
get a
lucky he
yellow
didn't even
card.
get sent off that game,
Dan
you know.
Burn will get a yellow card.
Lucky he didn't even get.
Hold on.
Whatever,
Bournemouth
mate.
signed a Ukrainian international as well, centre back.
You know what the best part about Wembley is? It's a wide pit.
Southampton signed a centre back for like 20
Yeah,
million.
Ukraine.
From Ukraine
Yeah,
as well.
I see that still. You know what's the
You can
maddest
go,
thing?
Cass.
Yeah, and do you know who they got as well? Just quickly, sorry, Cass. Southampton actually broke their club record as well. They signed the Ghana winger Kamaldeen Sulemana from Rennes.
I
and
see
meant
that.
to be
He's a
talented as well.
baller.
22 million.
He's a baller, but you know what
Yeah,
it is? I don't
22
care
million.
who Southampton get. I just don't believe in them, man.
I don't.
I hear it.
No,
I
I
think they're gonna
like
get
though that they're
relegated.
buying players like this. I like that they're playing different names, like the
you know
ballers
what?
that are up and coming.
Bro, if they can keep all the players they've been signing, yeah,
Stay up.
in the not stay up. Even if they go down, if they can keep them in the championship, I can imagine them blitzing the championship and coming back up. Because they're getting
Who's
good
that?
players,
Who's that?
but-
Southampton.
Yeah,
You know what? They'll get raided.
I think they would. But I'm saying if they could keep them, the players they're buying would do a madness in the championship, grow and come back and look a lot better. But I think you're right. Like
They'll
a
get
lot
raided.
of their good players.
Give
will
me
get
Bella.
they get raided.
I want Bella Kotchap. I want him to get relegated. I want that man. I
I
want him
yeah,
badly.
I
That's
know
Varane.
you.
That is Varane 2.0. I need him in my life.
Yeah,
and we need
he's-
some young
he's
players,
good,
man.
he's
Get
good,
rid of
he's good.
Lindelof and Maguire. Give them to flipping Inter Milan, man, since they want them. Do me a favor. You know.
Do you want
Yeah,
Maguire?
I actually got a message
You know what
earlier. Cass.
happened? They
Maguire
wanted
was
Lindelof.
trying to leave, but the club didn't let him.
Oh, is it?
No. I think it was the other way.
Yeah.
In Italy, I was reading the Gazzetta dello Sport, and they said Inter asked about Lindelof. Ten Hag said no way he's leaving. and then they inquired about Maguire, and Maguire said, "No, I want to wait and fight for my position until the summer."
That's
kind of
fine.
like executive
Imagine
report said that.
him and Phil Jones still fighting in 2029.
No, get rid of it. It's time to get rid of that Maguire. He's gone, man. Luke Shaw's
He's
more
done.
favoured
He's done.
centre-back
In the
than you.
summer, he's off. He's 100% off. I think even Leicester are interested in him as well.
Take him.
So we'll have to see what happens with
Take
that,
him.
man. But boy, it's been mad. We've done an hour and 20 minutes. Deadline day is ended. People, the Premier League is finally back this weekend. Obviously, the cup games have been on and stuff, but everyone loved the Premier League. Tomorrow, me and Mo at 2:30, we're going to be rating the transfers. Actually, we discussed them tonight. We're going to rate them at 2:30 tomorrow because Cass is also off to the game tomorrow to watch us go into that cup final.
You going?
I know Daps.
Yeah, I'll go by coach.
Yeah,
so.
he's there tomorrow.
No trains
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. Oh yeah, there isn't in it. And then Thursday, we're gonna do the Premier League preview because don't forget, guys, there is a Friday night game this week. It's Chelsea Fulham, the West London derby. And then Friday, here on Never a Foul, big preview for the Sunday clash. Pedro, Porro, and the Spurs boys take on Manchester City. And a big weekend. Don't forget, Arsenal at home. Away to Everton 12:30. So this weekend's games are big. There's a lot at stake. You know, if Arsenal drop points and City capitalize, then it throws the bomb wide open. So yeah, Never a Foul. Make sure you're with us all this week. Tomorrow, rating the transfers. Thursday, Premier League preview. Friday, City and Spurs preview. And then, yeah, man, I'll let you, man, plug anything. And just make sure you're liking the video, guys, as well as you're watching this right now. Cass, Daps, anything?
No.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed to the watch along, we do watch alongs on Never a Foul watch alongs, please. Now, if watch alongs, go support that channel. We're trying to reach 1K. So if you haven't, I think the link is in the description. You can correct me if I'm wrong, people. And make sure to go, just subscribe, and hopefully we'll enjoy some watch alongs. Hopefully we'll enjoy Fulham whipping Chelsea this Friday.
There we go. And on that note, guys,
please make sure you wash your hands.